Good morning and welcome to Wednesday's Maths. So we're going to be finishing off all our work on ratio. So over the last week and a bit, you have been doing loads and loads of problem solving and lessons about ratio, proportion and scale factors. So we're going to finish off this unit of work by using our Power Maths books and doing one last lesson, which hopefully you'll find quite easy because you've been doing lots and lots of work on it, all about ratio. So our Discover problem today is this one. We've got Andy and Emma and they are at some kind of toy shop or sticker shop, and as you can see from the poster it says get 4 car stickers and 2 train stickers in every packet. Right, hopefully now you are starting to think, I think I know what the ratio might be. Hopefully you're writing that down. And our question says Andy buys some packets of stickers. He has 32 car stickers. How many stickers does he have in total? Okay, pause the video. Use the information that you know. Can you work out how many stickers there are in total? Okay, hopefully you've written down something that looks a little bit like this. So C for car, or you might have drawn a car. T for train, or you might have drawn a little train. So for every 4 car stickers, there are 2 train stickers. So this is our ratio. Yes, you could simplify this ratio if you wanted to 2 to 1, but for this problem at the moment, we don't actually need to. So the question says that Andy, just make sure I'm getting his name right, Andy has got 32 car stickers. So this tells me then that he's got 8 lots, okay, because 4 times 8 is 32. So if he's times the car ratio by 8, what has he then times the train ratio by? Times it by 8. 2 times 8 is 16. So if he's got 32 car stickers, he's got 16 train stickers. So is my answer 16? Hopefully you're telling me no, because the question asked for what it was in total. So I need to add these 2 numbers together. So my total would be 48 stickers. Now, the other way you could have done this is, if we just change colour pen, right at the start, you had the ratio 4 to 2. So the total number of stickers would be 6. Okay, your total number of stickers would be 6. Now, if you're timesing all the ratios, all the quantities by 8, you're also timesing the total by 8. So 6 times 8 would be 48. I've proved my answer. Okay, here is our next problem. I'm sorry that it's a little bit dark, but if I have the light on, the shadow's really weird. So it's a little bit dark, so I'll read it to you so you can see it. So it says, here is one of Andy's train stickers. 1 centimetre on the picture represents 2.5 metres in real life. What is the length of the train in real life? And they've got a little bubble there. I know that 1 centimetre is 2.5 metres. So think about what your ratio might be. Once you've written your ratio down, have a look. The train is 6 centimetres on the sticker, so what's it going to be in real life? And then part B, another sticker to the same scale shows a train that is 20 metres long in real life. How many centimetres long is the sticker? Pause the video, have a go. Okay, so you've got, hopefully, you wrote something down that the sticker to real life ratio is 1 centimetre to 2.5 metres. Now, on the picture, the sticker was 6 centimetres long. So underneath, on the sticker side, I know that I've got 6 centimetres. What have I times 1 by to get to 6? I've times it by 6. So what have I got to times the other side by? I've got to times it by 6. 2 times 6 is 12. 0.5 times 6 is 3. Add them together, 15. Oh, not centimetres. 15 metres. Okay, so this train will be 15 metres in real life. Right, the next question told us that the train in real life was 20 metres long. So should I write 20 on this side of the ratio or this side of the ratio? This side, because it's the real life side. So in real life, it's 20 metres. So what have I done to times 2, what have I times 2.5 by to get to 20? So you could use column method if you wanted to. What I'm going to do is, I know that 2.5 times 2 would make 5. So if I timesed it by 4, I would get 10. And if I timesed it by 8 then, I would get to 20. So I know that I've times this by 8, because 8 times 2 is 16, 8 times 0.5 is 4, add them together, 20. So I know that I've times the real life ratio by 8 to get to 20 metres. So I also need to times this one by 8. 1 times 8 is 8 centimetres. Okay, now we're going to have a go at our textbooks. So you are on page 69, problem solving, ratio and proportion. So pause the video and have a go. Okay, so this first one tells us there are 5 pencils to every 3 pens. So I'm going to write pencil and I'm going to write pen, because otherwise they're both a P and a P, might get a bit confusing. So if every 5 pencils, there are 3 pens. There's my basic ratio. That's my facts before I start this question. What fraction of the box is pens? Right, for the fraction, we need to think about the total number. How many altogether? Because that's going to be our denominator. Our total, 5, 6, 7, 8, is 8. So the denominator is going to be 8, and pens, there were 3 pens, so 3/8 of the box is pens, and then 5/8 would be pencils. Mr. Jones buys 9 of these boxes for his class. How many fewer pens will he have than pencils? Right, so my basic ratio was 5 to 3, and that's in one box. He's bought 9 boxes, so I need to times both these ratios by 9. So 5 times 9 is 45. 3 times 9 is 27. So if this was my ratio for 9 boxes, we would have 45 pencils and 27 pens. But the question says, how many fewer pens will he have than pencils? He's asking how many fewer, is asking for the difference between these two numbers. And to find the difference, we subtract, we take away. So we need to do 45, take away 27. 5 take away 7 I can't do, so I go next door and I rename. 15 take away 7 is 8. 3 take away 2 is 1. So the difference is 18. There is 18 fewer pens. Okay, number 2. So a recipe uses 250 grams of flour and 75 grams of sugar to make 6 cakes. How many cakes can be made using 375 grams of sugar? So my ratio is 250 grams of flour to 75 grams of sugar, and that makes a total of 6 cakes. Right, it's now saying, what about if I had 375 grams of sugar? So make sure you've got it on the right side. So it's going to go on this side because this is the sugar side. So I need to work out what have I times 75 by to get to 375. So to do this, I'm going to write down my 75 times table, which sounds complicated, but we can work it out by just repeated addition. So 75, 70 add 70 is 140, 5 add 5 is 10, 150. Add on 50 to get to 200, add another 25, 225. Oh, I know that 25 add 75 makes 100, so 300, 375, 375. So I've timesed it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've times this side by 5. So because of that, that means that I can then make, rather than making 6 cakes, I can do 6 times 5, 5 lots of 6 cakes, which would be 30. So I can make 30 cakes. Next one, how much flour is needed to make 15 cakes? Right, okay. So 250 grams makes 6 cakes. Now, we can't just multiply 6 by something to get to 15 because 6, 12, 18, 15 is not in the 6 times table. Now, there's loads of different ways you could work this out. You could decide that you want to divide both these numbers by 6 to work out what 1 cake would be, and then times it by 15 to work out how much you need for 15 cakes. However, looking at that, 250 divided by 6, that might be a little bit tricky. Let's see how else we could do it. You could divide them both by 2 and work out how many to make 3 cakes. And then what would you need to times it by to make 15 cakes? Then you could times it by 5. Right, let's have a go at doing that. So to make 3 cakes then, I've had to divide this by 2. So I need to divide this by 2. 200 divided by 2 is 100. 50 divided by 2 is 25. 125 grams makes 3 cakes. Right. So now I want to know how to make 15 cakes. So what do I times 3 by to get to 15? I times it by 5. So what am I going to have to do to this? I'm going to have to times it by 5. 5 times 100 is 500. 5 times 25 is 125. So it would be 625 grams. That was a tricky one, that one. Okay, question number 3 is nice and easy. There are 2 rectangles. What's the ratio of side A to side B? Well, side A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 squares, or 9 centimetres long, and B is 3 centimetres. So you could write this as 9 to 3. However, I think we can simplify that ratio. We could divide it both by 3, which would be 3 to 1. So this shape is 3 times as big as this shape. Next one. On a map, 1 centimetre represents 50 kilometres. The difference between 2 cities is 650 kilometres. On the map, what is the difference between the 2 cities? So first of all, let's make sure I've got my ratio right. So 1 centimetre to every 50 kilometres. It's telling me the difference is 650 kilometres. So make sure you've got it written on the right side. You need it written on the kilometre side. What if we times 50 by to get to 650? Well, 50 times 10 would be 500. And then you need 550, 600, 650. So it'd be times by 13. Times the other side by 13 would be 13. So it would be 13 centimetres. Next one. 3/8 of the children in tennis club are boys. What is the ratio of boys to girls? Right, so boys to girls. This 3/8 is telling me here that there are how many boys? 3. There's 3 boys out of 8. So if it's out of 8, the denominator is 8. The total altogether needs to be 8. So the ratio of boys added to the ratio of girls needs to equal 8. 3 add what is 8? Well, it would be 5. So 3/8, 3 out of 8 are boys. 5/8, 5 out of 8 are girls. And if you add 3/8 and 5/8 together, you get 8/8, which is a whole. Well done. Okay, the last one is the challenge, which was a little bit tricky. And actually, I didn't really use ratio for it that much. You might have used ratio, or you might have used a different way to approach this. So, 8 small tins have the same mass as 5 large tins. The mass of one of these tins is 350 grams. What's the mass of a large tin? So, first of all, I did write down this ratio, that 8 small tins are the same as 5 large tins. Now, if I know that each one of these is 350, I can do 350 times 8, which I've done down here. And then I know that this whole side equals 2,800 grams. Now, using my reasoning skills, if this scale is completely flat, this side equals this side. They weigh the same. They have the same mass. So 8 small tins is 2,800 grams. So that tells me that 5 large tins is also 2,800 grams. How do I work out the mass of one large tin then? I would do 2,800 divided by 5, which is 560 grams. Well done if you got that right. That was a little bit tricky. Right, well done for today. Send me your work on Dojo or Google Classroom and I'll have a look. See you later.